Hey, what's going on, people? It's DJ Sketch, and welcome back to the channel, which finally has a new name, Sketch Retro Modern Gaming. What's up? That's the name we're gonna roll with. That's the name that's been on the banner for a while, so we're just gonna go ahead and kick it with that for a while and see what happens. And again, welcome back to the channel. Yep, we're still. Well, actually, this is an old gameplay here. This is actually a pre-patch 725 gameplay, I believe, is what should be on the screen, just to prove a point. There's still a lot, even with 2 patches being live now for Modern Warfare. There's still a lot that's wrong still with this game, and man, I can already tell you right now that this game, at this rate, unless they pull whoever the dude is that basically came in and saved World War II about 6 months into that game, when I guess Michael Condrey and I believe it was Glenn Schofield, when they finally took a hike and got higher up positions at Activision, funny enough, and got their hands out of development. This game is going to be dead before Christmas, possibly sooner if it keeps up at this rate. But with the patch, they tried to address a couple things, which ended up kind of undoing a whole bunch of other things. I really wasn't even intending to make a patch report video today, but honestly, I have nothing better to do, and just wanted to go ahead and indulge anybody that's actually watching this channel with some Call of Duty news, if you really even want to call it that, besides that this game is a pile of dog shit. But let's get into it real quick. So as you can see, the 725, even though this has caught 2 nerfs now, probably about to catch a 3rd one sometime in the near future. I guess patch 0.19 should come with a refund, or at least a half-price credit to anybody that bought this game, just as a courtesy to anybody that's actually attempting to stick with it. But the 725 got they said it got a range nerf, which I don't see, because honestly I was out here smoking fools like a pack of cools with this thing, and this was a post-patch, and dude, this thing is still a monster. It still wrecks people, and also it's still a go-to weapon, also with the M4, which is still also caught 2 nerfs. Still pretty much the most used gun that you'll see in most multiplayer lobbies. And whole thing with this, man, like, I know they also nerfed the claymores, so they say, but at the same time, still get murked by those. But also now the personal landmine, that's now become a new hot item to use. Also, I finally went back to the C4 sandwich just to give it a shot, and the deli's open. The deli's open for business, and we got those hot chopped cheese with the C4 and Havarti sides. So holler at your boy if you want some C4 sandwiches. But I can tell maybe they're trying to fix some of this stuff. Who knows how hard? But at the same time, like, I really still have like no desire to play this. That's why I'm glad this is the old gameplay I just caught, just to prove a point. Spawn logic, they changed one of them and changed the domination flag placement on the Piccadilly map, which is honestly what's this called, bus depot shootout basically. And also it's where am I getting shot from at the bus depot kind of map, because honestly that one, there's really only 2 good maps in this game. That's Hackney Yard and Gun Runner. The new shootout map that they put in this game, you know, it could be cool. It could be cool if you wouldn't be able to climb up on the walls and just basically spawn camp either the A side or the C side. I know the B flag, they more or less got that one under check, or in check as far as I can tell, but at the same time, like, I usually just back out if I even see that map come up, unless it's free for all, and even that has become just too sweaty, just too sweaty. And main thing that's still holding this game back, the main one, is still the maps. Even the new ground war map, because that one is alright for what it is, I suppose. But basically, out of all the 7 6v6 multiplayer maps you got, there's really 2 or 2.5 that are playable at this point. The rest of it is utter trash. You can keep that Infinity Ward. And there's 7 gunfight maps, which I know that they're really pushing that mode. And that's probably the mode that's even keeping this game alive, to be completely honest with you. And just aside from that, the maps are still pretty bad. But rumor is they're going to be bringing back a lot of old Modern Warfare maps, so it's going to be reskinned DLC, which again, can't say I'm surprised by. But at the same time, it's like you're running on a time-sensitive issue here, Activision and Infinity Ward both. So pay attention, because if you want to keep your game going, for the people that want to play this, I mean, it's mostly just corner and roof campers at this point. So that's still a problem. They really need to make Dead Silence a perk, not a field upgrade, and put it in the same tier as Ghost. So honestly, it'll maybe, just maybe, get people to actually move around, because there is still the very prevalent issue of people either camping corners, which also I did a gameplay like this just to also prove a point, and people camping roofs. That's still a very large issue. And aside from just like how bobo the map and game design is as a whole with this game, the other thing that's going to seriously hinder anybody's experience, veteran or newcomer, is the way people are playing it. I'm mostly talking about the people that are sitting in corners, refuse to come out of the corner. It's like someone in timeout, dude. So they're pretty much they're staying until time limit because games take too long. This shit is way too slow. This game is just, even if you quote fingers adapt to the playstyle that these developers want you to use, you notice very, very quickly this game is pretty fucking boring. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it plainly, this shit is boring. And if you're playing in the team-based modes, the lobbies get broken up after every match, which is stupid. Like, if you're gonna get whomped by the opposing team, keep them in there. Maybe you can actually figure out a strategy. I mean, this game is supposed to be tactical, right? So what good is it doing if you're taking players, linking them up one time and one time only, just to fracture that base again and then throw them into either a randomly easier lobby or a randomly harder lobby? You basically don't even create a learning curve because you basically throw a spanner in the middle that just completely separates the learning curve. So I really don't understand what the logic was behind that, because free-for-all lobbies, for whatever reason, those don't get broken up until people leave, or unless whoever's hosting, they leave, maybe the whole lobby will break up. But at the same time, team-based game modes, the fact that they're breaking up lobbies every match is really, really dumb. And also, this is even culminating to player counts being lower. You would think with crossplay, the fact that you can play between every console except for the Switch, because I don't even know if this even released on the Switch, but if so, lucky. Yeah, the Switch owners got lucky with this one, if that's the case. But also, the fact is, for everyone else, the fact that this is crossplay and player counts are still low, and you're not able to find full lobbies or getting thrown into matches that are halfway, if not almost done. Like, come on, man. This game hasn't even been out 3 weeks, dude. It's barely coming up on 3 weeks, maybe going on week 4 at this point. But the same thing remains. Like, if you're getting matched up with people that are nowhere near your region, because I got thrown in a Germany lobby, and I'm in the bottommost southern part of the country. Like, how am I getting linked up with people in Germany as the best option? Like, come on, guys. Like, seriously, come on with this. Like, this game, honestly, I even tried to give it the benefit of the doubt, and I was foolish to even give it that much leeway. That was a poor choice, much like giving the Black Ops pass. Because even Black Ops now, like Black Ops 4, like, I hated that game just about through half of it, especially the latter half up until they went ahead and did this thing with their overhaul in the black market, which we're going to do a video about that here soon as well. But as it is, man, like, woof. Like, Infinity Ward, you guys, I don't know if you guys are doing this on purpose at this point, but if you want to keep this game going, like, you seriously got a long ways to go as far as improving the user experience with this, and also just do something to make this. I know the maps, there's no way those are all just going to get taken out. That's not reasonable. But for maps that you create in the future, or maps that you reskin in the future, do some perk balancing. Get people moving around, because this whole thing of people sitting in one place is making this game basically unplayable. Aside from the technical aspects, but there are also a healthy amount of which are also busted beyond repair. At least as far as we can see from the playing end. So take that for what you will. That's totally up to you. These are all just opinions, but at the same time, if you agree or disagree, let's talk about it. Or if you want to drop it in the comments, go for it, dude. I'm down to have a discussion about this, because I want to see this game get better. I want to see this franchise in general get better, because if you knew better, you would do better, Activision. But at the same time, that's a whole other debate as well. But if you like what you see in here, you know what to do. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.